Hi, my name's Mrs Johnston. Welcome to A-Level Design and Technology Product Design. My colleagues are Mrs Gasson, Mrs May and Mr Saunders, our Design and Technology Technician. I just wanted to remind you about why you were, you're thinking about choosing product design, because obviously I'm really excited by this subject and it goes well with so many other subjects. So if you're sitting there thinking about your options still and you're still a little bit unsure, just remember that this is 21st century relevant. It's got really good employability skills. It really accompanies subjects like science, maths, geography, business and art really well. And it's also one of those subjects that if you're doing other ones that you're sitting down quite a lot, doing a lot of theory, this one's active, creative, you're using different skill sets. What you end up producing at the end of it is really good for interviews, and it really fits in with the industry and what they're expecting, so you would follow something in the same way as industry would. With our product design course, we do a lot of trips and visits. We're really conscious that we want to get you out there meeting people in industry, seeing actual products and designs. You'll see in a minute some things that have been inspired by some of those trips, but trips that we normally do are things like the Carrymore Environmental Centre, so taking people over to see the sustainable house and see how landfills are used and reused. We went to a product design and action talk last year where we heard from 5 people in the industry. We took everyone down to London to the New Designers exhibition and saw all the degree shows down there. We took A-Level to the Bath Ironworks Festival and they did a bit of forge work. And we went on a V&A trip where we saw a really great plywood exhibition. We're always doing lots of things, and one of the things that we did run but it didn't go through, we might do again, is the trip to Romania, where we were doing, we're going to go out and build farm buildings out in Romania. So there's always lots going on. We're very hands-on. If you're thinking still about which school, we've got so much here. There's so many good facilities, we've got so many good employer links. But the thing that really we're really known for is our staff here really help you. So product design staff are passionate about helping people. You get so much one-on-one help and support, guiding you through, and our year 13s, our previous year 13s would really back me up on that they get a lot of, they've had so much help with their UCAS and their choices, so we really work hard to make sure you get the best marks you possibly can with us. In terms of the actual course, when you come in year 12, you're going to be starting the theory for paper 1. Paper 1 is the bigger paper, it's worth 30% of the course. And we teach the theory through a series of practicals. So if you're learning about plastics, we'll do some plastic forming. If you're learning about metals, we're going to go on the metal lathe. If you're learning about wood, we're going to experience lots of different wood processing. So we try and learn it through hands-on, tactile exposure to different materials, fixings and so on. So you're not just sitting there listening to theory. Alongside that, you will practice techniques for your final coursework, which will start at the end of year 12. So your final coursework project will be something that is worth 50% of the A-level, and it's so you choose the design problem. So we're going to build on techniques and design skills that enable you to do that really well. Okay, so now I want to just take you on a little bit of a tour. For those of you that were at the school last year, you may have forgotten what this place looks like, and for those of you that are new, you'll get to see. So this is our big workshop. It's a really big L-shaped room, and this end of it has got all the wood-based machines. So we've got things like the wood turning lathe, and lots of Headner saws, and pillar drills, and soldering stations and sanders and things. We've got our bandsaw, and then around here you start to see our plastic forming and our metal forming areas. So we are really kitted up. I just thought I'd draw your attention to a couple of things. We've got an A-level project set up. This is a year 13 project from last year, amazing bit of work. This was all done on with the vacuum bag. So this is exactly like our year 9 lamp project that we do on a bigger scale with lots of blue styrofoam and forming. And you can see the attention to detail. This student's got 100% in her final project for A-level, and that's what and she spent a lot of time here, but everybody was helping in the department because we're a really friendly, helpful faculty. Over here We've got other things. We've got a small laser cutter. We have another room. In the other room we've got a larger laser cutter and 3D printers. But here you can see the sorts of things. This is a year 12 experimental project where they've been experimenting with the laser cutter and different veneers. So something you get an opportunity to do in year 12 is really test different techniques out, because it doesn't count. It's not counting as a project. It's just a chance to build skills. So here's another example of that. This is another Year 12 project where they decided they wanted to experiment with plastic forming skills. So they made use of our plastic recycling machine. So you can see she actually used 3D printing, and she used laser cutting, and she used injection moulding. We've got an injection moulding machine, which is just here. She injection moulded wheels. So lots of techniques just to learn all about different plastic forming, just purely to help her with her development, and that was self-chosen. We've got our metal area, so we've got our centre lathes, which you will be going on in Year 12. We've got our sheet cutters, we've got our forge, which is, hidden behind the table, forge and brazing hearth, kiln. You do get on the brazing hearth in Year 12 because we do a bit of brazing and welding. And then we've got mortising machines and other things over here. I might show you one of our projects from this year, their final NEA projects, because I'm quite excited by it.
Hi, my name is Megan, and this is my Year 13 project that is based around encouraging a social and communal atmosphere in the school common room. I have designed a table with a Bluetooth speaker actually integrated into the table stand itself. I wanted to introduce music in some way to the common room, as I think it kind of can act as a bonding mechanism, and it can just create a really nice, warming and comforting environment, which I think is perfect for any social kind of space. So the way it actually works is the speaker itself is held within the table stand. So we have a solid wood tone base and a hollow top. This tabletop actually spins, so volume can be controlled. So when it's closed, it's a lot quieter, and then it can be opened up and sound can pass through the top and be amplified. And all of the electronics are controlled here. The top itself is actually routed rings of plywood, and the top is made up of laser cut components which form an iris mechanism. And that's how it works. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration. The top itself is closed, so the sound should be quieter. It may be a little hard to hear through the camera.
If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me on p.johnston@haysfield.com.